Hey everybody. As usual, I have to adjust this slightly. Welcome to class today. It's another heavy strength day. We're doing a lot of those this week. Don't worry though, we are grouping a few muscle groups together per class, and we are going to work a different set of muscle groups than we have at the beginning of the week. So if you're still a little sore, we'll try to hit something else today. We are going to focus on our lower body. We're going to do inner thighs, outer thighs, and hamstrings. You don't need a ton of equipment, but a little bit today. So it's kind of been the theme this week with equipment, but you're going to need a chair again, all right? A chair, and then grab a large towel, like a beach towel or a towel that you use when you hop out of the shower, all that. But it needs to be big, not a little hand towel today. Sometimes I use those, but not today. You need something big and fluffy with a little bit of bulk to it. So grab a towel. Some of you are watching me fold that towel and you're just like, I'm folding the towel on. I'll fold it correctly in just a second. You need a big towel, a chair, and then you need a loop band. If you have different strengths of loop bands, I suggest you grab a couple different strengths and put them nearby so you can kind of feel it out and see what you want to use today. I'm probably going to be using both an extra heavy loop band and a medium loop band today, all right? And then you need some dumbbells. We're going to be using our dumbbells for our hamstrings for the most part, and then a little bit for our inner thighs. So what that is going to mean is you're going to go on two opposite ends of the spectrum. You're going to go super, super heavy and then really light. So you need a set or two, if you don't know quite where you are, of as heavy dumbbells as you've got access to for your lower body. So I've got a set of 20s and a set of 25s. 25s are my like push it, super high end to do any sort of deadlifts. Not sure I'll be able to complete the whole set, like number, okay? 25s. And then 20s are still heavy for me to do hamstring work, but I know they're doable. So that's kind of my train of thought with my weights. And then you need one single light dumbbell, like a 5-pounder or maybe an 8-pound dumbbell. So start gathering those things. I'm gonna say one more time, and then I still have to just grab my 5, and then we'll get started. But you need a chair, a large towel, loop bands, super heavy weights if you've got it. If you don't, just get what you got. But super heavy weights. Push your max today. I've got 25s and then 20s, and then one single light weight, 5 or 8, all right? Get that stuff, grab your mat. I'm gonna grab my 5-pound dumbbell, and then I'm gonna say hello. So if you're joining me live today and you have access to the live chat, once you've got all your equipment, say hi. And I will say hi back, but I forgot to grab my 5-pound weight. So I gotta grab that. Okay, we got it. Bam. I'm gonna take a quick drink, and then if you haven't checked in yet and you have time, say hi, and if not, we'll chat at the end. All right. So, Courtney, Jody, and Lacey, good morning. Grab all your equipment. I can tell you, I'm glad we did cardio yesterday. That killed me, but it gave my muscles a little bit of a chance to kind of regroup, because I don't know if you guys are feeling this way if you did Monday's class. My quads, just the soreness is just hanging on. It's not unbearable today, but I can still feel it there. Okay, getting warmed up. We're gonna start with stiff-legged deadlifts, something you all know and love. I told you that I am pushing myself kind of beyond heavy for me is 25s. I'm not gonna start there. So I'm gonna start with my 20s. I think I'm okay, I'm feeling good to start with both. If you feel like you need a little extra time to warm up, maybe your back, your knees, something are kind of feeling tight or bothering you, just grab one of your dumbbells and start out with this first set a little bit lighter, okay? All right, grab the weight that you're thinking you'll be okay with. I'm gonna start out with both 20s, and we're gonna start with something that you guys all know how to do real well, just stiff-legged deadlifts. So here we go. Nice and slow, kind of start to feel it out, protect that lower back. I've been trying to go on Instagram each morning on my stories and let you know what equipment you need for class and what class we're doing. And I can't remember if I said, now that I think about it, if I said today's class was quads or hamstrings. If I said quads, I lied. It's hamstrings today and inner and outer thigh. I can't remember what I put on there. So hopefully that's what you were planning for. Those are the muscle groups that we have not worked in our lower body this week. But you're thinking, what about calves? Those muscles are in your legs too. You probably weren't thinking that, maybe you were. We're working our calves all week through basically every other thing that we're doing. The lower body classes work those guys. So I'm not gonna focus on them. We're not gonna do a bunch of stuff specifically for calves because they get a lot of work with everything else that we do with our lower body. All right, we're gonna do 8 more right here. 8. Nice and slow. Deadlifts are just one of those stiff-legged deadlifts. You really can't find a more effective exercise for your hamstrings. We're gonna do lots of different stuff today, but we can't have a hamstring day without stiff-legged deadlifts. So I'm gonna show you some of my favorite versions. I know like a million versions. I'm gonna show you just a few of my favorites today. I'm off count, but we're gonna do 2 more. 2. And 1, put those weights down. Now on our heavy strength days, I'm expecting you to push yourself on your weight. If you need to switch weight in the middle of a set because it's too heavy or too light, please do. We'll take a little bit of time between sets, especially on our hamstring sets, because my expectation from you is that you're holding really heavy weight. We're gonna need to let our hands take a little break every once in a while too. All right, second set, we're gonna still do deadlifts. You're gonna turn your toes out. So think about the weight you got. I'm gonna stick with my 20s for this second set. You guys can go up if you're feeling like you're warm. Stick with what you got. Hold on to 1 still. This is your workout, okay? Grab your weights. So, toes are out, shoulders back. This might be a little bit of a different stance for some of you, so be careful. Don't fall forward, all right? Ready? Here we go. The mechanics are still the same. We are gonna hit our hamstrings from every angle today. And this is a slightly different angle for those deadlifts. Back is still flat. You want to hinge at the waist. We're lifting with our hamstrings, a little bit of outer thigh here, not your low back. Okay, we're gonna go 10. Is your weight heavy enough to be feeling it a little bit by 10? 9. It needs to be. 8. 7. And 6. 5. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Put those weights down. All right. Final set. My hands are getting sweaty. Put them on my towel. Final set. We're going to turn our toes slightly inward. Now on this one, I just want to give you a heads up. Don't turn your toes so far inward that they hurt, that your knees hurt. It's kind of up to how you feel today, your own body. So I want your toes in. We're still going to slight inward tick. You're fine, all right? Don't do it. Don't go way far inward if it's hurting. Pick your weights. Final set. Slightly different angle. Toes in. If this is a new angle for you, take it slow on this first one. Ready? Let's go. So inner, outer thighs, and hamstrings. And you guys can feel hamstrings are working in all of these sets. When you turn your toes out, it's hamstrings and outer thighs. When you turn your toes in, it's hamstrings and inner thighs. It's still a deadlift. Don't bend the knees. We're going to go 10. 9, oh, I'm liking this inward one. I can really feel it in my hamstrings. 8. 7. And 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. 1. Nice. All right. Set those heavy weights down. Now, we're going to engage our inner thigh. So we're going to take our chair. If your chair has a back on it, I want you to turn it because we're going to hold on to the back. I want you to use your loop band that's a medium strength with a little bit more give if you have one. If you don't have a loop band, you can still do this, or if you have a heavy strength one, still set up, okay? And you're going to stick your band through the leg of your chair or underneath or whatever. If you don't have a chair that you're able to do that, you're going to put your loop band between both your feet like this, okay? And this will still work. All right, so maybe the wheels are turning and you're like, ooh, I think I know what we're going to do. So inner thighs, you're going to step in to your band and then step away from your chair. You got to kind of hold your chair in place. If you have your band around both ankles, do this exact same thing. Hold on to your chair or a wall. You're going to take that leg that has the band wrapped around it, and we're going to give ourselves a little inner thigh lift. Now get going, and then you can make some adjustments as you need. So bend your standing leg slightly. I'm bringing my leg in front. Even if you do not have a loop band, this will still work your inner thigh. Straight leg, lift it up in front of you. You can step away from your chair as far as you need to, or keep your leg up higher and make it a little higher inner thigh push if you're not feeling it in that inner thigh, all right? This, you don't have weight, so I'm gonna do higher repetitions. We're doing 20. I want as much tension on that band at all times as you can take, all right? Ready? Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, 15, 13, big push, you feeling that? 10, 9, we don't need a cable machine in our house, here you go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put that foot down. Now, we're moving to outer thigh. I'm gonna have you face the same way. So, step on in. It's the other leg, right? Same deal. If you do not have a chair that you can wrap the end around the leg, just put your band around both ankles. You're just gonna stand and do this. And if you don't have a band at all, you can just do a side leg raise. It'll still get your outer thigh, okay? Bend those knees slightly. Here we go. Push, push. Gotta hold my chair in place. You get to control how hard this is by how much tension you keep on your band. So I'm gonna do my best to keep my leg higher. Try not to turn open the direction you're lifting because your quads will take over. Keep your hips and chest. To me, gotta get a good grip on my chair. I'm even gonna lean into it a little bit so it doesn't move. Toe facing straight ahead. Here's another little trick. Don't let this leg creep really far out in front of you. Keep it kind of back here as you raise it up and out. All right, ready for your 20? Lots of tension, here we go. 20, 19, 18, 16, 13, 12, 10, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Nice job. All right, now we're just going to switch to the other side. I'm like, some of my bands I've had for a long time. I've been teaching for many, many years. Some of these bands, I swear, are like 20 years old. So stuff like this, I think, you know, it might snap. We'll see. I've got extra if it does. All right. So inner thigh first. So we're working the leg that we just did our outer thigh movement. You guys know how to set it up. If you don't have a chair that you can put it under the leg, just both ankles, or do this without a loop band altogether. All right. Bend your knee. We're going to sweep in front. The trick here is to keep that leg clear over here so that you've got tension on your inner thigh the whole time. All right, we're doing lots of reps of these. We want to get our inner thigh and our outer thigh nice and burny before we move on. So here's to 20, 19, 18, 15, 12, 8, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's see if I can gracefully switch to outer thigh. All right, now you're stronger on your outer thigh, so I discovered I really gotta hold my chair in place. Ready? Here we go. Out. Big lift. I like a more stretchy band for these moves. It doesn't mean that your legs aren't as strong, but I like the ability to get some range of motion here. If you have an extra heavy band, you're not going to be able to get that much range of motion. It's not the end of the world, but I choose lighter strengths for different and heavier strengths for different moves. So if you have not bit the bullet and got yourself a couple different sizes of loop bands yet, do that if you're able. If you're not, no worries. You can do every workout I do and not even own a band. All right. Are we ready for 20, 19, 18, 16. Oh, this one got me. 15, it already is. 12, 10, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's step out of that band. Leave your chair on the side that it's on. We're not going to use it yet, but we will in just a second. Turn it this other way. We're going to use the seat of the chair. All right, I've got a little combo that's gonna be all one side hamstring work. So first things first, we're just gonna do a one-legged deadlift. We're gonna start with our right leg. All right, so pick your poison. I'm gonna stick with my 20s because it's just one leg. I'm not gonna go to my 25s quite yet. That's my push. We'll go back to a set that's 2 legs in a little bit, and then I'll see if I can push the weight. But choose where you think you're at. We're gonna do our right leg, left leg, you're just kind of up on your toes so the weight's out of that leg. One leg deadlift, here we go. We're gonna take these nice and slow. I want you to feel the stretch in your hamstring. Get down low, flat back. I'll say it way too many times because it's so important so that your lower back doesn't take over. We've got 15. Hang in there with me. We're on 12 right here. 12. 10. 8. 7. 5. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, put both those heavy weights down. You're just gonna be using one, and we're gonna add our medium loop band. So, I love this move. We're still doing the same leg. Your medium loop band is gonna go in the middle of one of your dumbbells and loop around your toe, all right? So I'm gonna try to get in this position. You're gonna step on your loop band with that leg we've been working, okay? Then you're just gonna need one dumbbell for this because we've added the loop band. So you're gonna slide that guy in, okay? And then we're gonna do our one-legged deadlift, just like this. If you feel like you want a heavier band or a heavier weight, now is the time to switch it up because we're gonna get started right here. Everything else is the same. One-legged, stiff-legged deadlift. That's a mouthful. Ready? Let's go. Now, if you feel like the medium band is just not giving you enough pull, switch up to a heavier strength band. You've got weight and resistance here. It's a little bit different feel. We're gonna go 12. 11, you can always pick a heavier weight or a heavier strength band. 10. 8. 7. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, careful, don't flip yourself. Set that weight down and step out. Okay, final move on this same leg. We're gonna put one knee up on our chair and do a single leg deadlift from that position. I'm gonna go back to both of my 20-pound dumbbells. So get rid of that band. 2 20s here. Kind of scooch to the front of your chair. And you still want, even though your knee is up, You want all of your weight on the leg that is on the ground. So don't lean on your knee. It's just getting your leg out of the way, okay? All right, it's okay if you want to kind of shift your shoulders and your toe outward to clear the chair. Get in a position where you can do a one-legged, stiff-legged deadlift and not hit your chair. You ready? Let's go. Really focus on pushing your weight back, almost like you were pushing your hips towards your back wall, and without bending your knee, just about to sit down in a chair. It's kind of that thought process. Just about to sit, and then you come back up. All right, guys. Ooh, I'm feeling it. Let's go with 10. 9. And 8. 6, we're gonna get a lot of our hamstring stuff out of the way right here at the beginning while we're standing. 5, I have a few surprises when we go down to the mat, but the beginning of class is gonna be heavy on the hamstrings, so bear with me. 3, 2, last one. And 1, oh, I love that one. Okay, take your time. We're just gonna move our chair to the other side. I put some lotion on this morning and I'm regretting it. I have to keep doing that. Okay, now we're going to this leg. Standing, one-legged, stiff-legged deadlift. Load up. If you feel like your weight was too light on the other side, you need to make a change on this side. Okay, same thing, let's go. We're gonna do a few more repetitions. I kind of took the reps down with each set. So if you'll remember, we did 15 here, 12 with the band, and about 10 with our knee up on the chair. Now, I don't start counting for a while, so it's always more than that. But you can just say to yourself, it's only 15, it'll make you feel better. But here's 15 right here. 15. 13. 11. 10. 8. 6. My leg is shaking like a leaf. 5. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, I gotta set those down for a second. And then we're gonna set up with our one leg. You know, I just wanna try it. I know I'm switching from the other side, but I also have a heavy loop band. I'm gonna set up with my heavy and see how it feels. I liked the light, it gave me some range of motion. Just wanna check it out, okay? So here's my heavy. I might go back in the middle if I can't get any range of motion. Let's see if I can. I won't know until I try. Okay. Going in the toe. Ooh. Let's give it a try. Okay, you ready? Let's go. So with this heavy band, I'm gonna go all the way because it's not bothering my back. But I can't stand up fully upright because of the tension. So you're just gonna have to play around with that if that's you today. If it bugs your low back to have all of that tension pulling down on you and you came to a heavy strength loop band with me, go back down. because it does put a little extra push on that low back. All right, 12. 11, my hamstring is shaking so bad. 10, 9, 8, 7, oh yeah, I can feel it in my hamstring like crazy, but I can feel my lower back getting more fatigued with this heavier loop band. 3, 2, last one. And 1, all right, I'm gonna try not to flip myself. There we go. Okay, final set, knee goes up on the chair. Get rid of this loop band for a second. Give my lower back a little stretch. And let's get after it. Okay. You guys know, we already did it on the other side. You got it. Ready? Let's go. All right, we're gonna do 10 here. Take your time. Shift that weight back. Feel the stretch through the hand. 6. 4. 3. So, turn your chair so it's facing me. You're gonna have a seat in it. If you have a heavy loop band, here's where you get to use it. Step in that band. Outer thighs. We're gonna have a seat in the chair. Okay. Scoot to the edge of that chair. Take your feet out wide. Loop band is under your knees. I'm gonna move my chair back, but I'm gonna get you guys started already. So I want you here, and you're just gonna give me that little outward press. Get going. I gotta move my chair back a little bit. So here's where we get to use that heavy loop band. We're gonna do lots of repetitions. I want lots of tension from you. So you need to get your feet out as wide as you can. Little outward presses with those knees. Outer thighs, obviously, right? Okay. If you think this is too easy for you, you got a couple options. Get your legs and your knees wider, okay? Don't turn your toes out. Everything should be lined up, so make sure those ankles are out there too. If you don't have a loop band that's strong enough for you, you can double up. So you can put one above your knees and one below. We're gonna do a 20 count setup, so this is a challenge. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 17, this is one of my favorite outer thigh. You're gonna feel it up into your glutes too, because we're working so hard. 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And I gotta help those legs back. And we're gonna stand up. Leave your band where it's at for now. We've got our final set of stiff-legged deadlifts. We're gonna do them banded. This is where I am gonna step up to my beyond max. So I'm gonna try my 25s here. This is where you can push the weight. We're doing both legs, all right? So you have that option. Load up. Let's do it. All right. Stiff-legged deadlift with the band, super heavy weight. Let's go. Just as we were setting up, I had this overwhelming urge to use a phrase that my dad uses all the time, and I consciously, as it was about to come out of my mouth, I reined it in. Do you guys want to know what I about said? Like, no lie. right as I was picking up those weights, I almost said, okie dokie, hokey smoky. Did anybody else have a parent or a grandparent that ever used that phrase? Okie dokie, hokey smoky. I almost said that. What's happening to me? My parents are in town. Maybe I've just been around my dad too much this week. I don't know. All right, 10 more. 10. 9. This is a heavy strength for me. My grip is getting tired. We're going to push through. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 2. Last one. 1. All right, careful with those heavy weights. We're going to settle down, step out of our loop band, and we finally get to lay it down. So, you need a lot of stuff nearby you. Let's see. None of your heavy weights. You need to be able to reach your 5-pound dumbbell, your towel, your chair, and your loop bands. All right? You're going to throw a few of these out of the way, and then you can just have a seat down on your mat. Like, I've been waiting for that all day. All right. Where do I want to start? We just did hamstrings, so let's start with inner thigh. We're going to load up. I'm going to try my heavy strength bands, all right? So, heavy strength loop bands, 5-pound dumbbell. We are going to make this count. Go ahead and get that heavy strength band all the way up over your thighs, okay? We're going to lay on our side. You're going to have your bottom leg straight, top leg up. You know what I think I want to do to even get more tension? If you're in this position, this will be an easy switch, don't worry. This band portion that's up, I want you to slip your foot out and step on it. I want more tension, okay? So you're stepping on it. Then we're going to add a 5-pound dumbbell. Okay? You don't have all day. You got to make this count. You've got a towel if you need extra padding under your elbow here. Weight and resistance. We're going to raise our lower leg. You ready? Let's go. Up and up. So you can adjust your band as you need to. If you need more tension, take this back leg. You can move it farther away from your front leg. Shift your weight back slightly so you're not right on your hip. You want to just work that inner thigh, inside of your foot is facing up. And I want that weight clear down there by that knee. If it gets to be too much with the weight and the loop band, set the weight down. But I want a big, strong lift. We're going to do 12 with the weight and then do a set with just the band. All right? I want lots of power. Really lift up. Here we go. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the weight down. If your band is too much, you can drop it down if you've got a medium strength band. All right, no weight, just the band. Ready? Let's go. You have a little more range of motion here. If you can keep your leg off the ground, please try your best to do that. We're burning out that inner thigh. All right, oh my gosh, are we ready for 12? Let's go. 12, 10, 8, 6, 1, put it down. Now we're gonna step out of our band. Still in our thigh, I can't even move this leg. Chair comes into play. Move that chair so you can slide your feet underneath. If you cannot do that with the chair that you have, you can't slide your feet underneath because we're going to this position. Then you can simply stay on the ground, leg behind, and you're just going to do a leg lift like this, okay? If you have a chair that you can get underneath like so, set up like this. If your shoulders and neck are bothering you, you can lay all the way down and all the way down, okay? Hips to knee. Your inside of your bottom foot has to touch the bottom of your chair with every repetition. Let's go. All the way up, touch the bottom of that chair. A few things, and you get to choose. If you lie down flat like this, it's a little easier to raise your leg. If you are up like this, it's harder to raise your leg. Now, if you're feeling pinching or discomfort in your neck and shoulders, I don't want you up here, lay down. But if you feel that this is too easy for you and you're able, you need to be upright like this. It's more challenging, all right? Touch the bottom of that chair. Tap, tap, tap. Now we're going to change it to a double tap. So you're going to tap, tap at the top. Okay, ready? Here we go. Tap, tap, down, tap, tap, down, tap, tap, down. 2 taps. The whole inside of your foot needs to hit the bottom of your chair. If you're doing this without a chair and you're just raising, you need 2 little lifts at the top, right? Same thing, just without a chair. Tap, tap, down, tap, tap, down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, back to singles. Here we go. Up, 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 up. Here's our final 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, let's get off this hip. Switch to the other side. You can turn around if you want, move your chair with you. And don't stress if your chair is a little different from mine and you don't have the space underneath. Just do the leg lift that I showed you. You'll still be feeling it. I don't need you yet. Oh man. Okay, I'm still gonna stick with that heavy strength. We'll see if I can do it. Through the knees. I'm gonna use this guy. All right, so set up. This is the easiest way for my brain to think through this. You're gonna take this back, move apart, slide your foot through, step on the back part, right? Okay, we got a set, weighted and banded. You ready? Let's go. Lift. Big lift, big strong lift. Remember, you don't just want to be right on your hip. You want to be kind of on the meat of your butt cheek so that you don't give yourself a hip pointer. But if you need to, you can move your towel under your butt, under your hip, and just roll up your mat to go under your elbow. If you're like, no matter what I do, it is killing my butt to be in this position, add a little bit of extra padding. All right, guys, 12, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put it down. We're going right into the banded version. Here we go. Up, up, up. My dogs are barking at something out there. What is it? It's not the garbage man, because it's not Friday. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to slip out and grab our chair. bring this guy a little closer. Remember, if you don't have a chair that you can get underneath, you're just going to set up like this and do a leg lift. And you'll just follow along with the counts that I'm asking you to do regardless. Okay. Right on the edge of that chair. Let's go. The whole inside of your shoe touches the under part or the front part of your chair. Big lift. That chair bottom just kind of keeps you honest. It forces you to raise your leg higher than you want for the most part. And then you really do have to pay attention to the angle of your foot because you want the whole inside hit the bottom. All right, you ready for the double tap? Here we go. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 and 1. 10 of these. 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, 10 singles, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. All right, just to kind of save our hip, I'm going to have us switch to the other side. We're going to move our focus to outer thigh, and we got to hurry. I'm going to stick with my heavy strength band, and we're going to slide it all the way above our knees again. Okay? I want you banded, and I want you to have your dumbbell as well. Okay? Now, there are a million awesome things to do in this position with the band. Those clamshells, we're going to bring our legs in front, all this great stuff. Those moves, a lot of them, move the focus to the glutes and the outer thighs. I want to keep this pretty localized, just outer thigh. So I want your legs pretty straight, okay? So we're going to use our dumbbell and our band. If you need a little more leverage, you can bend your bottom knee, okay? That's just going to help you push off. You ready for just a single leg lift? Let's go up and up. Now I want your hips facing straight ahead. The reason why I'm just having you in this straightforward, boring position is because I want outer thighs to work. I don't want glutes to take over. We already did that on Monday. Straight outer thigh here. It's the method to my madness, all right? Big lift. Keep your toe facing straight ahead. Keep your weight close to your knee. And you've got 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Put it down, just the band, okay? Higher and smaller, right there. Just that band. Little teeny pulsing leg lifts. We're going 20, 19, 18 seconds, 17, 16, 14, 12, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, you can leave your band on, and we're just going to swap sides. Oh, I have so much to fit in the last just few minutes of class. It's stressing me out. I have some stuff I really want to show you guys. All right. Get that weight. You ready? Big lift. So this is a bigger range of motion, this first lift. You've got the weight. I really want you to push against your band. Okay, if that hip's bugging you, put your towel under your hip. And we are going to go with 10, right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Put that weight down. Here we go. Little teeny burnout straight leg lifts. Make sure that you are just right on the side of that leg. So toe is facing forward. We're looking straight up. Shift your hips and your chest kind of straight ahead. Okay? Our thigh. 20 seconds. Here we go. 20, 19, 18, 16, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. All right, we're gonna move quick. I told you I got some good stuff. We gotta fit it in here at the end. Get rid of your loop bands. We're gonna lie flat on our back, and I need you to use your towel. Okay? So you're gonna fold and roll however you want. We're not gonna get nitpicky about your towel folding. I'll show you the right way to fold the towel and the box. Take that towel in between your knees. You're gonna pinch it as tight as you can. All right? Lay on back. So feet are pretty close together. Squeeze your towel as tight as you can on your knees. Pick your backside up. So once you've lifted your backside up, you might find that you need to step your feet in a little closer. I want you to be able to squeeze that towel really tight. We're going to do little high hip lifts. Here we go. Up and up. It's really important that you do your best to keep a tight squeeze on your towel. Okay, tight squeeze on that towel. We're doing 15, 14, and 13 hip lifts. 10, 8, 7, and 6, 4, 3, 2. Hold your hips up. Okay, keep them high. Little tiny squeezes inward with those knees. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Just like that. Keep your hips up. Squeeze that towel. Hips are high. I had a hamstring burnout. We're not going to have time to do it, so we'll throw it in another day. We did plenty of hamstring work at the beginning of class, so it should be good. But I had a fun little banded hamstring curl to burn it out at the end. I'll throw it in next week for other classes. We're going to finish with these sets for inner thighs. All right? Squeeze, 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 squeeze. You have 10 seconds. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the squeeze as tight as you can squeeze that towel. Tiny pulsing hip lifts at the top. Pulse, pulse, pulse up. Keep that tight squeeze. Now at the end of this pulsing set, we still have 2 more sets. It's a quick change in foot position. So I want you to be on point. Listen closely. We're going to move quickly. All right? You have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower your butt. Hold your towel. Take your left ankle over your right. Put that towel back. Butt up. Squeeze. Here we go. Lift, lift, and lift. Make sure you got a tight squeeze on your towel. Oh, if you were not feeling it in your inner thighs yet, you are now. I want you to push those hips up to the ceiling as high as you can. Keep a tight squeeze on that towel. You got 15, 14, 13, and 12. 10. I can't hold my towel anymore. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your hips up. Squeeze your towel. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 15, 14, 13, 12. Keep your hips up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower your butt. Hold your towel. Switch ankles. Stick that towel back in. Final set. Lift that backside. Squeeze your towel as tight as you can. You should be pretty shaky by now. And lift. Here's our final set. Gut it out with me here, guys. 15, 14, 13. Tight squeeze on your towel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold your butt up. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. This is it. You got 15 seconds. Hips to the sky. Squeeze tight. 15, 14, 13. Ah! 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we made it. Oh, shake your legs out. Oh my gosh. Ah. We're gonna do a quick inner thigh stretch. Oh my gosh, I almost died that last set. Like, I was very close to death. Grab one knee, hug it into your chest. Oh my gosh. You can take that knee outward just a little bit. Kind of start to ease into an inner thigh stretch. Oh, other side, hug it in. Take it out to that inner thigh stretch. Shake those legs. Then we're gonna come into like a frog position. Knees wide, soles of your feet together. Just relax here for a second, relax your legs. And then if you feel able, you can take your hands out close to your knees and push your knees down towards the ground, kind of giving your inner thighs a little extra stretch. And I'll show you one more for inner thighs. If you completed this workout, let me know. And even though we just did that burnout for our inner thighs at the end, maybe that was your favorite, but remember we did hamstrings and outer thighs too. I want you to tell me what your favorite part was. Hamstrings, inner thighs, or outer thighs, all right? Okay, bring those knees in. We're gonna hug them into our chest, kind of loosening up that low back. And then I want you to take your knees out wide, plug them towards your shoulders. And then here's another thing, little trick. It looks funny, but it's a really good stretch for hamstrings and inner thighs. Reach down in the middle of your feet, and you're gonna bring up and out like so. And then you can bring them in. Cross at the ankles, grab the outsides of your feet, kind of do like a little genie. Stretches the sides of your ankles. Feels really good. You can even kind of grab your toes here. All those heavy deadlifts and standing on one leg, kind of up the side of your leg right there, this area, shins. It's really tired and tight. All right, guys. Oh, I'm not sure if I can stand up. Let's see. I'm going to say good job to those of you that completed class if I can stand up. Oh, make sure you let me know if you did. Let me know if you liked the inner thigh portion, the hams, or the quad. I think I keep saying hamstring. The inner thigh, yes, the hamstrings, or the outer thigh portion. What did you like the best? Let's see, who have we got? Jody. Jody had to take off. Kids to the dentist. Come on, Jody, priorities. Courtney, you're welcome. Lacey, great job. Lacey, you loved the inner thigh stuff. I know, it is killer. My inner thighs are fried. All of those watermelons I wanted to crush with my inner thighs later today, they're gonna have to wait for another day because I think I'm a little too tired. Great work. Tomorrow, we're going back to an upper body strength day. We're gonna hit all the rest of the muscle groups in our upper body that we have not hit so far this week. So come back. Anybody else at home, or if you don't have access to the live chat, good job to you today as well. you are seen here too. I know I've got a bunch of friends and family that do these classes on their TV screens or other places where they can't live chat. So good job to you guys too. All right, we'll see you tomorrow.